Yeah. Shout out to my homie Law. He really wanted to get me serious doing this. Media coordinator named John Lester. He the one that got me producing. But I've been doing this for years, just trying to perfect my craft.
What has the journey been like, man? I'm sure you started off, you said you started off in Western, so you're doing like local opening acts and stuff like that.
Local shows, opening acts, talent shows. The grind has been real.
Yeah,
traveling, doing as many shows as I can. A couple years ago, I did South by Southwest.
Oh, dope.
So what made you want to like get into music? Like, take it like, yeah, I want to do this. This is me. Like, what made you want to like? Who were your influences on that?
I mean, growing up in that early '90s, late '90s era, you talk about Big Pop, Jay, Nas, real lyricists. Like, I love somebody that can tell a story. Like, that can put me in that story. Like, I was right there with them. And shoot, my family loves music. Like, that's all we do is listen to music. Like, I have so many talented family members, it's ridiculous. So it's always been an influence. It's like in my blood almost. But I've been influenced for years, even not just East Coast rappers, but definitely Midwest rappers, Twister, Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, all of them, even the West Coast, NWA, all of them. That's where I get my kind of sound from. I like to bounce around. I don't like to put myself in one genre. I like to bounce around. So I like to play with different sounds, different music, different metaphors, all that.
Being from Chicago, where do you see yourself performing? I know you said you did South by Southwest, stuff like that, but do you shoot for the United Center, or do you want to keep it like?
No, the goal is always to go big.
Yeah,
the goal is always to go big. I mean, start small, but shoot.
Square and all around the world, right?
Like, one of my dreams would be sell out United Center. Yeah, that's a headline. That'd be one of my dreams. Sell out any arena would be a dream come true for me. It's just all about grinding, getting your music out there, let people hear what you gotta say.
I miss the 90s music. I honestly miss it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I miss the 90s music.
In that era, miss the 90s music.
And I grew up, I'm like, okay, I'm an 80s baby, but I grew up on 90s music. Do you think you should like bring it back, or because the music nowadays, it's okay. Of course, we have the Chris Browns and all that stuff, but the rest of it is like rap music. It's kind of whack. Come on now, Young Thug,
yeah,
whack. So, me personally, you think you can bring it back for us? We can like have
I'm trying my best. But like a lot of people say, it's a young man's game. So right now, the young fellas are definitely taking over, doing their thing. Especially around that Chief Keef era when the door did open for Chicago. But it was just the simple fact that we couldn't come together and work together. Like, we could have opened the door up so big that a lot of people could have got in, but didn't nobody want to crack the door.
I'm gonna get mad.
Yeah, right, I'm gonna get mad.
Shoot, don't worry. I ain't worried about you. I'm worried about me. So, with you being a Chicago artist, what do you think of the arena that Chicago is in the music world? Like, what do you think it's like? Is it like just strictly, this is trill or this is R&B, but do you think it's just like one full one, or what are your preferences? What are your take on it?
Chicago music now, it's basically the same. Like, it's drill, and the more people that's getting into it, as far as artists or wannabe artists, they're shooting straight for drill music. With no conscience. For example, he's not from Chicago, but what's his name? Slim Jesus. The way he shot for drill and just shot out the roof as far as getting views and people following him, and then for him to turn around and say, I really don't do this, and then he's getting pumped everywhere he goes now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, like, he just got a mic snatched from him in Atlanta, I believe, doing a show.
Oh wow.
A guy walked up on the stage, snatched the mic from him, told him support real hip hop, and walked off with no consequences. But then again, it's a lot of people like that. It's a lot of people that do it just because it sounds great, and it's not what they do.
So what do you think it would take for someone say if someone's new, you got experience, you've been doing it since 2001, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think it would take for somebody to be successful and keep going? What advice would you have for them?
how the way the internet is, social media is, you gotta stay consistent. Consistency is gonna be one of your main keys. So it comes times you just gotta put out songs, put out videos, be consistent with them, promoting, networking as much as possible, especially in Chicago. It's really not that much networking you do, so any networking that you come across, you need to jump on it as fast as possible. But more importantly, just be consistent. Be consistent with your craft. Know your sound. Know what audience you trying to, trying to gather,
Right.
and like grow your fan base. Working on my EP. I'm gonna drop it sometime next year. Not decided on a date right now. Just recording a lot of tracks. The EP is gonna be titled The Progression. Progression. Just show me progressing as far as from my last mixtape. But I haven't decided a date yet. Trying to come up with like 25 songs and then narrow it down to maybe 12, 14. That's just what every artist do though. Name another song and then chop them down, see what they like, what they don't like, get opinions from other people.
And so, quick question: so when you're in the studio, do you like having a group of people there to kind of give you feedback, or you like being in your zone by yourself? Like how's your
I'm actually
recording process?
I like to be in the zone by myself. I like to be just me and my engineer. Like
Okay.
I don't need no distractions. Like time is money. I try to be in there, knock out the song, spend more time adding in the song than doing anything. So I don't need no distractions. Like even my friends, they be like, "Yo, why you don't invite me to the studio?" And I'm like, "Look, I need to focus.
You're not there to.
I'm not there. This is not the party scene. I'm there to focus."
So it's not the typical studio session where you have females and drinks and food and all the extra.
I might have a drink or something, a little drink to sit there, but I don't need the whole big crowd, the whole entourage there. I'm there to work.
So on the progression, you said you produce your own music, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any other producers hop on the project, or is it all you?
It's me and my cousin. Shout out to him. His name Retro Ren. Y'all can look him up on Instagram and Facebook. But between me and him, that's it. Like I said, I want to be more hands-on with my own projects.
So it's all in-house.
Right, it's all in-house, family owned.
Yeah, that's dope.
So speaking of social media, can you tell the people where they can meet you at on social media? Like, where can they get in contact with you?
You can get in contact with me basically on anything, but Instagram.com/TheWorldInKaos. Same thing for SoundCloud, so you guys can check out my music. TheWorldInKaos. Facebook is same way. TheWorldInKaos, Kaos.
That's a pretty dope name, man. Do you mind talking about where the name came from? Because that's pretty original. I've never heard anybody hit it.
Just like every artist, when you're going through your names, trying to figure out a good name, I happen to finally stop. First I stopped on Chaos, and then when you do your homework, you see how many chaoses is in the world. You just try to change it up a little bit. I couldn't change the name because it started sticking with me so much. So I just put a little bit more on it. And basically, the World of Chaos stands for me. It stands for I'm bringing you to my world.
Okay.
That's what it is. Like I'm bringing you to my world. You're gonna see me.
So once you put that album on, we're gonna see it from your point of view.
You're gonna see it from my point of view.
Yeah, I like that.
My ups, my downs, what I go through, what I've been through. My greatest days, my worst days. You're gonna see it all. Won't leave me alone, talking about how she miss me. I'm like, girl, you better go. I swear these things be on my line, and I ain't even got time. If the conversation ain't money, stay the hell up off my line.